Greetings, Guardians! This is once again Castle Grayskull 0420, bringing you a very important video, as always, with prevalent information. Stop everything that you're doing. If you're not playing one of the two fabulous free-to-play, in every word of the sense, free-to-play online games by Roboto Games. And just as a quick reminder, I am not affiliated, nor do I work for Roboto Games, but I do enjoy their phenomenal content that they've made, and I'm here to share it with you. That is my mission. That is my goal. And I'm talking about Last Mage Standing, a.k.a. Arx Arcana, and its direct sequel, Might and Monsters. Well, today's video, what's it about? The important aspect, what makes a game free? What makes a free-to-play game? That's the ultimate question. Can you answer it for me? If you know, I'd like to hear your opinion, your insight. Leave a comment. Leave a like for the game. Then consider trying to follow me and watch and find out more as we discover the fantastic, phenomenal workings of Last Mage Standing. Pleiades, thank you, ladies. I know I shooed you off a little early. I appreciate everything you do, but I'll take it from here. So I am actually playing Last Mage Standing, and I know for the longest time I've been talking about playing this game. Well, let me actually show you that I'm playing, because I was talking with a colleague of mine, a close and dear colleague, who goes by Mr. Anderson, and my best Agent Smith impersonation. We were discussing the true parameters of what makes a game free. What makes a game free? Now, the obvious answer that's going to be number one on the survey board, of course, is it shouldn't cost any money at all. That should go hand in hand. But we wanted to chip away a little bit more at the iceberg. And Roboto Games, they actually have the solution. It is this game right here, Last Mage Standing, a.k.a. Arx Arcana. Now, what do I mean by this is better than any other online game that's out there? This is the best online game that's free to play in every sense of the word that you're not playing right now. If you notice, I'm in a pre-game lobby. I'm playing against other potential individuals that will load in the actual game lobby when the match starts. This pre-game lobby looks like any other pre-game lobby that would render for some first-person shooters while you're hanging around. You can test out weapons, test out the abilities that you have, see what combination you want before the actual match is starting. But I am controlling my Guardian. The inputs that I give, my Guardian does. This is not pre-rendered simulation, okay? Let me give a super great analogy, and you'll see the comparison to the other online games that I'm talking about. Those online games that are bait and switch games, that are those gotcha games. In all seriousness, the way that I like to describe them, they're illusion games, because they give you the illusion that you're playing a game, but you're not. You're just running a simulation, and you may tweak or affect the outcome by augmenting some of the stats. If you have an auto feature, or if you have a speed up feature in your online game, you're basically running a simulation where the system, the computer, is just crunching a bunch of numbers. The way you're going to win is if your stats are higher than your opponent. It's not going to matter if you need to evade, like me dashing right now, I made my Guardian dash. Or if you need to attack, I'm making my Guardian attack with this Falcon by throwing it out. Okay? This is not pre-rendered. This is not set up where I choose some Guardians You get to choose some guardians. We sit back and watch the replay of the AI having them duke it out. And the only way that they get to activate their ability is by doing their normal basic attack, which is auto, and it can have area effect, or it could be a single target, whatever. Then they do that enough to build up enough stamina or energy, and now you get to activate a ability or a special move or an ultimate. Yeah, you might have a manual mode option where you get to choose the timing of shooting your ability, but besides that, if you just sit back, the computer is going to run the simulation itself. There's no input except for you choosing your lineup, and except for you possibly, who knows, having... See right there, I just dropped that ability that I didn't want, the Wraith, and I picked up the Earth Elemental ability because it's level 10. That's a lot more powerful. I don't have an auto mode where the game is just gonna do this stuff for me. I'm controlling this character. Back to the main points that Mr. Anderson and I were getting at. Well, yeah, the game needs to be free, but the game needs to be interactive. You actually need to be playing it. So here's a great analogy. These games aren't made anymore, so I feel safe using it in this story. NCAA doesn't make any more college sports games. They used to, back in the day. And the thing is, whether you had a friend with you sitting on the couch, or you just wanted to play by yourself, you could pick a team, and you would play and pick a character or pick a position, and you would play that position. And you would usually play the position that the ball is in contact with, no matter what sport it is, basketball, football, NCAA, but the computer would then have the AI take over the other players on your team, the team you're going against. You could play online against someone, one-on-one, but as far as all the other things going on, you could sit there, be the quarterback, throw the ball, run, call for an option, whatever. What I'm getting at is you also have the option to be entertained. You and your friend can both select teams and just sit back and watch a simulation and watch the game play out without even having to touch the controller. That's what those other online games are. That's what they are presenting to you. I just played this game, like in a literal sense. I was moving my guardian around. I was choosing the abilities that I wanted to activate when I had the necessary mana that replenished in gameplay for me playing. I'm not having to collect a bunch of fragments of individual things to try to apply to my guardian to get a stat boost a little bit exponentially better than my potential opponent, who I'll meet in a dungeon or in a tower or in an open arena and have an automated play outcome. Like I said, I'm never going to name any names of those other online games, but you know what they are. You know what those gacha games are and what they look like. Those bait and switch games. You never ever see actual in-game play of those bamboozled and hoodwinked type of games that are out there. You will always see top quality short ads, or either really crisp looking still rendered characters that don't hardly move much. Or you'll see some sort of concept or something being advertised or displayed, and you actually download it and it's nothing to what you expect. And that's how they got you. They baited you in, and now they hooked you, and now they're hoping through microtransactions and paywalls, and there's just so much going on with these pay-to-play games and pay-to-win games that once you get close enough to drinking the Kool-Aid, it's almost too late. I don't have to pay any real-world money out of my pocket to get this cosmetic upgrade. Entombed Hanzo. They're giving a shout out. The developers are giving a shout out to who came up with the concept art for that, and then they applied it. This person's probably an avid player that's been playing this game for a long time. What other online games where the developers are listening to you for suggestions and feedback, and they want your actual insight on how to make a game that's free to play, that's one, free, and that's two, you can actually play it? Both of those words hold true for this pure concept. Where do you know any other online game right now where the developers are not just trying to take your money? I'm waiting for any comments with actual games that you want me to research that hold to that accord. Because if you notice what I'm doing, I'm selecting different things. I'm selecting my abilities. I'm selecting my guardian. I'm now gonna go in and I'm now gonna play. As soon as my teammate, that's the other thing. I had a teammate who's watching the stream right now. They sent me a friend request. I accepted it. That's a real person that's on the other side of the world somewhere. We're both about to play this fun game. A fun game. I know I'm gonna get on my nerd soapbox because the main topic in question of this video that I'm bringing to you today, once again, is what makes a free game, or what makes a free-to-play game. Now, the question is not what makes it fun, because this game by itself is just fun. I'm being serious with you. Ninja vanish. I made my Ninja Hanzo vanish. That battle that I was having with that Guardian up there, I wasn't crossing my fingers and hoping and watching an automated simulation run where I could possibly click auto or click speed up, and I'm got my fingers crossed that, okay, I hope I got enough equipment and I leveled up my my Guardian enough so I can be the victor in this outcome. See, I'm having this battle with that Guardian right there. I smited that Guardian. I'm not sitting back and watching the computer do it, and then I get to watch a replay, and then I get to watch the stats break down and see, like, oh, who did more damage and who did some healing to help out, or why did this Guardian die first because they didn't have enough dodge, or I could go on and on. The proof is in the pudding. And I have empirical evidence right here in front of you. We were just in the pre-game lobby once again. Now this is the actual game itself. We are playing the actual round against other online people, as you can see here. So I am choosing to activate my abilities so I can get those enemies. A little Call of Duty tactic there. You always throw a grenade first inside a building. You never go in blind. Just like how they threw the bomb outside. So I got done in. That's taking strategy. This is employing tactics. This is employing skill. And anyone can play this game. I'm gonna take out that rat. I'm not watching the computer just sit back and do this, and I hope. So those online games that you're playing, they're pay to play, they're pay to win. They develop really toxic communities where individuals have elitism mentality and become gatekeepers. They don't want to share information when you ask a general question. Roboto Games has made something phenomenal that takes all that away. I haven't met one elitism veteran player for Last Mage Standing, or for when the game was still called Arx Arcana, before they changed it. And these veteran players, I'm blowing their minds and telling them about the sequel that Roboto Games made, Might and Monsters. They don't know about the sequel. And I'm redecorating. I should get a new career as an interior decorator for the players of Last Mage Standing, because they're gonna repaint their walls with their mental brain matter. Once they find out, like, there's a sequel, and then once they see the comparison of the sequel, like how it looks and how it plays out, I mean, I know I give a lot of video game analogies to how this plays, but if Last Mage Standing, a.k.a. Arx Arcana, if this is the equivalent of Chrono Trigger on the Super NES, right? Last Might and Monsters would be then the equivalent of Chrono Cross. Or if I need to use a different video game series, this game right here that I'm showing you in this video, Last Mage Standing, a.k.a. Arx Arcana, a game that you actually can play yourself. This is like Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past on the SNES. And then Might and Monsters would be like Breath of the Wild. Actually, Breath of the Wild 2, because they got a sequel that they're working on or getting ready to release. In all seriousness, that's the comparison to what's going on. You play those games. You don't sit back and run a simulation and watch Link do stuff. You actually make Link do, just like I made Hanzo run around and throw his shuriken and activate his abilities and ninja vanish. I am actually playing the game in every sense, and I'm playing a true free-to-play game. So one last thing that I want to show before I sign off here, Guardians, with this particular educational video. I'll come back, teammates. I need to show one more thing. You get access to free stuff. You don't have to pay anything. No paywalls. No pay-to-play. There are things for you to claim. You play the game. You get battle keys. If you notice, here's some more empirical evidence. I have no keys right here. I've just played 2 matches in this video with 0 keys. I didn't receive any keys that goes to the Mage Pass rewards because I had no keys to wager. Did the developers stop me from playing this fun, phenomenal game? No. In about under an hour, I'll get 10 more keys reloaded. And actually, in less than 22 minutes, the new game day is going to roll over. I'm going to get new daily quests. I'm going to get new ads to watch. I'll get a chance to watch an ad to refill my keys. I didn't have to pay for any of that. In-game currency. This, in all sense, is the true definition of a free-to-play game. I know I've been ranting. I wanted to show a little bit of evidence besides just getting my nerd moment on with you. If this is your first time seeing this content and you're getting your eyeballs on it, check it out for yourself. Just like LeVar Burton would say at the end of every episode of Reading Rainbow, don't take my word for it. I'm challenged, just like he wanted to challenge you to go out and check out the book for yourself. I'm challenging you to check out these games by Roboto Games for yourself. See if it's worth your time and investment, because you're actually going to be playing a game. You're not going to be running a simulation that you can augment or change slightly. Guardians, join the game, make a profile. My player tag is none0420. Get on the battlefield, and if I see you out there, do believe I will smite you. Please, can you get in here and please take us out as you do best. Once again, this has been an informational video about a phenomenal acronym fun type of game by Roboto Games. Just a reminder, I'm not affiliated nor do I work for Roboto Games, but if I did, I would let you know to the cent how much they pay me in each paycheck with a heartbeat, in all seriousness. So, answer the question, leave a comment, leave a like for the game first and foremost, and leave a comment with your game tag and see if you can answer the question of today's topic. What makes a game free? What is a true free-to-play game? The developers at Roboto Games, they have the solution, and they made it, not once, but twice. Until next time, Guardians, be easy.